Nice to see you. Can you please pronounce your name? So I'm not correctly pronouncing. Singnavik.
You could just call me Navy.
Navy. Okay.
Yeah, it's my nickname. Much easier.
Okay. Okay. Navy, it's your name, right?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, please switch on your cameras so we are all together here and you can communicate. Thank you, Navy. You're always with me. I'm feeling not alone. While the others are switching on their cameras for participation, tell me, Navy, did you find your group? Mirasilbek, right? Or Umar, what is your first name? Mirasilbek. I don't hear you. You need to switch on your microphone.
Okay, just Asilbek because I changed my personal information. First name and last name.
So Mirsalbek is your first name?
No,
right?
Just Asilbek. Just Asilbek.
Asilbek. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll try to. Sorry if I correct me next time if I'm.
Okay.
Good. Thanks. Olga, you're with us. So the others, guys, please join us. So Navy, did you find your group? Okay. Anybody here that missing are still your group matters for the project? Don't forget to switch on your microphones when speaking. So, did everybody find your group you composed? Okay. Just if you have any problems, let me know before I disconnect. So maybe after the class you need to talk about that altogether. So today we hadn't finished our discussion last time. Please remind me, we talked with many of you about both the agency conflicts and investments and financing decisions, right? Anybody who had left with what you've prepared but didn't have a chance to talk, write that in chat so I understand who of you wanna still present your findings about agency conflicts, investment and financing decision examples. Okay. Those who still wanna share with us, please write in chat. While you're writing, organizational issues, how we will do now and further, we will meet next times also in this channel, okay? So, and we also, if you need to upload something, I will create the folders there so you can upload. And I kindly ask you to upload your workings for the classes into the folders. And I absolutely don't mind if you do that by handwriting, screenshots, or files. It's up to you. And just, to present that you've been working, you're trying to do something, upload whatever you can. You can do that alone, or you can do in small groups. It doesn't have to be groups per project. So it's just for tutorials. So you can do in groups of 2 or 3 to solve some tasks. Just try not to compose, to sit in more groups. Otherwise, probably participants not learn enough. So try to do it yourself. If you do any mistakes, if you're not sure about your solutions, no problem. Just upload your trials, okay? So we can discuss. It's not for evaluation, it's just for me to understand your participation, your activity, and just if you have technical problems, someone can pick up your solution and talk about that, just for our communicative purposes. Then now we're gonna go through the tasks in tutorial 1. And when we reach the last, I think, task there about the agency conflicts, those who didn't present last time, you can take your chance there and give your examples when you talk about agency conflicts again, okay? So meanwhile, I ask you to, if you want to volunteer to share your solutions, please write in chat in some order that someone want to present the first task, someone maybe second or third. If we don't have volunteers, I will pick up from the list of students.
I have a question. You said something about uploading, right? Where can I upload those also?
Unfortunately, now I experience technical problems with folders creating.
Okay.
I'll try to do it on the way, or after the lesson, I'll create the folders, upload for students. And in this folder, there will be tutorial 1, tutorial 2, tutorial 3. So you can upload your workings just for collection, for our common collection share.
But in Microsoft Teams, right? Not in LMS.
Yes. No. Because in LMS, yes, thank you for this question. That's a very important question and comment. In LMS, you will upload your bigger issues, bigger tasks for the evaluation, like your project, like the test, and so on. That will be LMS. Here for tutorials, I don't evaluate. I just evaluate your participation, and I need to say that I kindly ask you to all the time to come up with cameras and to come up with your voices and talk about and participate, so and upload, so I can consider you really participated, not just attended because you're linked to this meeting, right? But you really participated. And that is not evaluated by points, but evaluated as attendance, you know, in this attendance track.
Oh. And which task are we right now? Because actually I thought we are at the task which me and my group have done about, wait, it was...
So let's open tutorial 1 tasks. And if some of you, okay, Yulia and, okay, Yulia is volunteering for the first task. Oh, yeah, just a moment. I will change the rights so everybody can share the screens. So I hope now everybody can share their screens. So Yulia can start with the first task to share your solution for the first task. Let's see. The others who volunteering for the other tasks, prepare your screenshots or files or something you can share with us, okay? So Yulia, can we start with you?
Yes, I typed it in the chat.
Yeah, but can you share your screen?
But I had it on my smartphone, so I think it's inconvenient. Yeah. So I typed it.
Okay, let's try next time. Please try to work from computer, because we're gonna do the calculations and all that on the way. And sharing.
And share my screen, and then she will answer the.
You work together.
Yes, we one group.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Okay, and she can answer. Wait.
So next time you don't have to be in the same exact big group, you know. You can do this either individual and smaller to change between the groups.
So probably be the first one. Do you see my screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so Yulia, you can answer the first task then.
So what made we see your answers? The other guys, please also check with the answers. Yulia, can you comment what is the maybe what was your concerns? Maybe not evident. Something.
I think everything is evident because it's from the lecture and from the book. So please, guys, check it and maybe correct
Tell me, Yulia, IOU, what is that? How you decode it?
Sorry, how I did this task?
No, IOU, this abbreviation. What does it mean? How you decode it?
In Russian, it means долгосрочные обязательства, вексель.
No, you know how it's decoded in English?
I owe you. Yes.
I owe you, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I owe you. Is it a kind of what kind of asset? Can we touch it? Can we sell it, or is it some physical thing? What is that?
It's a financial asset, something like this. So just one person just did it for another.
So it's a piece of paper, isn't it?
Yes.
It's just a piece of paper, like not to forget that we owe to somebody, right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, so that's a kind of financial obligation to somebody, and quite a typical thing. So all the financial obligations are not physical things. It's basically all these sheets of papers where we write for not to forget, right?
Yes.
So that's why we can't consider that being a real asset. Still, by the way, can we sell it? Of course, real asset we can sell, right? Some equipment or inventory we can sell. Can we send this kind of IOUs, these pieces of papers? What do you think?
Truly speaking, I'm not sure, but I think yes.
Yes. So that's not the feature that differentiates from real and financial, right? Because everything like that we can sell, which is also, you probably know the word factoring, right? Or this kind of stuff that some invoices are payable to us, right? So they owe to us some money, and we can say, oh, it's so difficult to collect, too much bother, and we resell it to some factoring company, to some collectors. So they can resell to another collectors and so on. So all these pieces of papers, the obligations also can be resolved, but that's still something unreal, right?
Yes.
So what about the trademarks? What other kind of, why trademark is, you say, real, right?
Yes. About task 2, yes, trademark is
okay.
Real. Yes. Yes, it's real assets as factory and development and experience and hard work in sales force. It's C, D, E, and J. Like they have their intrinsic value. So as in task 1, they can be tangible and intangible assets. So other in this task, it's A, B, F, and H is financial assets. Financial assets. Well,
why trademark is what do you say?
Real assets.
I don't see the definition of the task itself. It was about investment and financing, right?
It was about real assets and financial assets.
Okay, so why you think trademark? What is trademark again?
Well, in Russian, I can say you the translate, but in English, it's hard to me to explain. I'm sorry, but
anybody can help. What is trademark?
I think I can.
And why we consider it being real?
I think it's somehow like the logo or like a sign. Like, for example, when we think of Pepsi or Coca-Cola, it's a trademark. And I think it's real. It's because
a brand, right?
Yeah, it's a brand. And if you want to use that, it can also be converted into something real. So it's I would consider it that way.
How can it be converted?
I think like I know a project that it's called Impact Hub, and if whenever someone tries to use a trademark, they need to buy the brand in order to like work in under the name or something.
Yeah, possibly everything could be sold out, like we just talked about, piece of papers, right, with obligations. But trademark, it's not a physical thing, right?
Yes.
Do we understand? So why still you say it's a real asset? How you have some classification aside of real assets, probably.
Can you repeat your question, please?
So what do you mean by real assets? Can you make definitions? Why trademark being not real, still real?
Well, they have their intrinsic value. So
real assets, what is composed of? Which types of assets?
Tangible and intangible, so they can include both of these types.
Yes, tangible and intangible, that's very important.
Yes, and that's why I also include D and E. It's tangible assets. So effectively,
and that's clear, right? It's evident for everybody.
Yes.
It's real, tangible, but trademark, it's kind of question, right? But that you say that's intangible assets, right?
Yes, I think that is
okay.
Real assets, but they're intangible.
Yeah, that's important because our pieces of papers with this IOU letters or some other like letters of accreditations, letters of vexels or some other things. They're also like unreal, right? Like intangible, but we call them financial.
Financial,
right? What is the difference then between this real, tangible, and intangible from financial perspective? What for these real assets is used?
So real assets we can use in contrast to financial assets. Sorry, I will try to.
Yeah. Just let's try to discuss this issue.
Probably we can get some value from them, not just own money from that thing, not financial, like we can sell them and take money from the process of selling them, but also they can give us money just by in the process of
manufacturing operations. Yes, thank you very much, because that's the major thing about real assets. Could be tangible or intangible, but the purpose of this kind of asset is to serve operations, right? So in order to do the business, if we are not just the business that is the major purpose is to generate money from money, right? To do the real business, real investments, concerns that we do produce something. We do produce some goods or some services, right? And nowadays, we more and more have intangible assets inside of real assets, because so much depend on know-how, on innovative some solutions, right? Or on some experts or intelligence are invested in previous periods in the company, right? So that it doesn't have a physical form, but it all serves the operations and production and real business. So to consider to bring the operating profit, right?
Yes. And also I can say that you say know-how and other ideas, like in the past 5 or 10 years with the IT, we can say that it's also influenced on intangible and tangible assets. So because of IT, we have to include more and more intangible assets into our manufacturing process.
Absolutely. Physically in IT especially, we just need computers, which are not so much expensive nowadays, right? But a lot of licenses and rights for access, rights for usage of some technologies, copyrights, and so on must be included. By the way, just while we talk about copyrights, I need to also just remind you that that's a kind of ethics existing in business that should be protected. This kind of intelligence, intellectual assets should be protected. That's why we got this like evaluated and included in our financial statements, like trademarks and so on. And also in our course, for example, or just in our lessons, some students think they can record our lessons and share with the others and so on. But that's also intellectual property, okay? And so we have international students, many international students in this group. And for you, might be that's evident that there is kind of ethics behind, right? That you can't voluntarily distribute the information because that's kind of intellectual thing developed, right? And especially manufactured, if you want it, right? Unfortunately, if you just recall the situation in Russia, what different from the like developed countries, the attitude, we are still on the way of recognizing value of intellectual properties. That's why we still have a lot of issues with plagiarism in internet and somewhere, and still not really so much concentrating on the copyrights and all the other values. Now it's more developing, but that's really what is reflected in all these trademarks and other intangible things. Okay, thank you very much. The number 3, let's move to number 3. Who wanna talk about number 3? Nobody? No volunteers? Let me choose from the list. Medbayar Hulan, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, that's you. You don't have video, do you?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, I can't ask you next time, please be ready so I can consider your active participation when you are with video and when you're contributing by some uploads,
Yes.
by commenting and so on. But have you done the number 3 task? No?
I'm not active for today's seminar. I'm sorry.
Okay, who wanna share preparations? Guys, I know some of you just recently joined our class. Sorry, I don't know exactly right now who recently joined or participated before, but anyway, Valeria Mishenko, are you with us? Have you done number 3? Valeria? Valeria Mishenko, you're not with us, right? Okay, then maybe Milana Vydrina, are you with us? Are you ready with the task 3?
Yes, I'm here, but I'm not.
I can hardly hear you. Hello.
Hi.
So, what problems do you have? I see your picture, you are sleeping. Is that right? Is that what you're doing now?
No, I'm here.
Oh, so super. You're absolutely vivacious and alive. Then Milana, have you did you have a chance to with the task 3?
No.
No, but okay, let's stay with us. You looking so nice. Okay, last chance with Christina, maybe my turn. Christina, and task number 3, no? Yes, Christina, have you done number 3, task number 3 at home? No? Okay. Okay, Christina. Guys, please next time be with, not from the phones, but with your PCs, just fully ready to work. Okay, Navy, maybe you're always with me. Maybe you try to do task number 3. Did you? Just a second. Somebody want to comment? Who was that?
Okay.
It's okay. What did you do? What have you done? Just let's speak English. Who's talking? Christina. Indira, hello. Okay. Try to think which question you're gonna answer and write in chat. Okay, Christina, that would be nice. So Navy, what did you say?
I said that I haven't understood what kind of tasks we actually have to do. Like I have done this one in the, wait, let me look. That's why I wanted to ask you at first on the lecture valuing stocks.
We now supposed to cover tutorial 1 tasks and try to start tutorial 2.
We had to do tutorial 1 or 2, the task that we will talk about. I thought that we are already in tutorial 3, so I've done the task.
But you didn't do tutorial 1 and 2 yourself, did you? No.
No, because I didn't know that I have to do this.
Okay.
I would in my private time later. I thought we were in number 3.
Okay, fine. Who wanna?
Or anything, so I also didn't know about it, so I'm sorry.
Okay, guys. So when we finish, I talked that, and I also placed the home task message in the general channel. I don't know what was unclear there, but probably somebody can help.
Yeah, maybe it's better to make a separate chat, which is called a seminar task, and every week.
That's where we are now. Maybe we are now in this channel group 5, where we're gonna have all our workings here. Okay. But that was general task for everybody. So who was Olga? Did you share these your workings before, right? That was your. Can we continue with you, please?
Yes.
Still, guys, don't be shy. Try to think who can join Olga and write in chat which task you gonna comment.
Wait a minute. It's just explanation. Okay, so
please, Olga, please remind us on the task itself.
It's just explanation of differences between 2 terms, two words. For the A, it's real and financial assets. Well, just talked about it, about real and financial assets. So financial is such as stocks, so bank loans, and claims held by investors. So also we talked about that we can sell them and get profit from them. And when we're talking about real assets, it's something that can give us profit by including this into our manufacturing process. So we just
yes, but a bit correction. The major feature of financial assets not because that we can sell it. The major feature of financial assets that's already money that can be used to finance real business. So it's like a source of financing, right? So if you have this temporary, you don't have temporary, no need for payments, and you have extra cash for some time, you can invest it and generate more money, but that's not the major purpose.
Yeah. Okay. So about next, capital budgeting and financial decision.
Yes.
Well, capital budgeting is just investing in real assets, so investing in our manufacturing process, in our business, okay. And financial means raising the cash for this investment. So, for example, as my group have an example on the previous seminar, we talked about Yandex. So they have to do a capital budget to invest in like Яндекс and so on. Прощения, забыла эмиссия акций, как бы по-английски.
Emission kind of, or just
emission.
Issue of shares.
Yes, and they don't pay dividends for now because they still have they still need more investment in their real assets. So the financial decision is to do an emission. Yep, if I'm right. And the capital budgeting is their decision to invest in their real assets, but not tangible, but in intangible assets.
Not necessarily, because tangible could be considered as well.
Just talking about Yandex. Well, they
okay.
On intangible, but it's not, doesn't matter for other companies. So it can be tangible and intangible assets.
Yeah, so it's all capital. So it's another wordings for investments, kind of, right? So capital is capital expenditure. Sometimes in business they say capex, right? Just a second. So capital meaning for long term, right? For long term purpose, still for business purposes, for operations, to support operations, right? For production or something. So it's not for resales like inventory. It's for supporting the production, really. But could be tangible and intangible. Okay, guys, something unclear, or maybe you can add to that, or maybe discuss some of the other definitions not well clear, or you want to raise questions? No? Okay, anybody ready? I don't see any in chat. Anybody? Any other volunteers? That's surprising. In the other groups, there were so many volunteers. Okay, then let us do. Can somebody just share? Unfortunately, I can't upload the file with the tasks, but can somebody help me to upload the tasks itself, task number 4 from slides.
Yeah.
It is in Teams. It's in Teams as well. You can from your own computer or from Teams. Just I don't know why technically I can't access the Teams folder.
So it was the end of the lecture. Task 1, task 2.
Tutorial 1, right?
Yeah, yes. It's from tutorial 1.
Okay, so number 4, please.
Number 4. I have some problems with number 4. I'm sorry, probably anyone else can do that.
Yes. First of all, let me ask you, Olga, what was your major problem with that? And the other guys, please look through that while we are talking. Please make your own opinion out from the list, some of you.
Well, probably for me it was about computing some things and answer these questions. So probably I didn't get the main theme of the task. The main goal.
You didn't understand the questions, or what?
Probably, yeah. I just I'm sorry. I just read it for once and try.
Okay. Let's take 1 minute to read through this task and solve it together.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So, if anybody, you can volunteer.
I may have a try.
Okay, great. What is first name, Diane? Or should I pronounce both? Diane?
My name is Du, second one, but yeah, like my friend called me. Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to, because the T, that is the last, that is the naming. Okay. Yes, T, please.
I don't know about this tutorial because I knew that I couldn't join. So yeah, so I think for
excuse me, have you participated at material?
last class and something else.
But I think that will be your task as well. Try.
For me, I think to go with although it doesn't really rating regarding the fact that this is that if they really understand that okay, then that will be otherwise 4% on a short term, so it doesn't give much of that return because because at short terms 8% in spite of the fact that is 8% of the average.
Here,
I am kind of more on the
definite solution here, but I would say financial statements won't help you so much here because we are talking about the new project, right?
Yeah.
A new with high uncertainty. So the high what?
Well, I actually,
if there is high investments, high risk of your investments, right? The higher uncertainty, the higher premium for this risk you would request over the safe solution. Okay, so that is why this safe solution would be to invest in what? In government securities, right?
Yeah.
It's quite safe. You still generate 4%. Then you must question: does the risk really high or affordable, so that this 4% would compensate for the risk and would give me more profit? You know, not just compensate for the risk, but even give me more profit, because otherwise why we should go into that risky solution? We are looking for extra profit. So I understand your point. You are like feeling like a venture investor, like a business angel that want to help everything innovative and digital. But if you come to the real life, you will have to spend real money, right? And if you're going to lose this money, who can compensate you for that? Nobody. So that's why basically we're talking about conservative strategy and aggressive kind of strategy when choosing between investments. So conservative strategy would be more safe, right? With less interest back, but more safe from the perspective of losing money, from probability to gain more profit for them. Any other comments to this number A from the other guys? No? Navy, I see your hand. You wanted to ask something.
Yeah, it's like this kind of pyramid. I mean, you say the higher the risk, the higher the volatility, the higher the return, of course. But as an economist, you always think about the lower risks. So, of course, you would take the 4%, which are risk-free, because if you have something like 8%, it may give you a high return. But otherwise, it's like kind of gambling or trading. So that's why it's as a typical economics investor, you would choose the
So, yes, as I understand, you talking about that you need to look to consider from which perspective, from which positions we are looking into that, from the position of venture investor that has free money, so-called, right?
Yes.
And he will not suffer. His main business will not suffer, right? He can take a risk to invest in here, there, and there. Let's see what's going. He's looking for development. If we're talking about the more stability of organization, we really don't have extra money that we're ready to lose, right? We more play like operations type of return with better make more sun. Who wanna comment? So the opportunity cost, what is that basically? But to comment, what is that opportunity cost? What
I can say that opportunity is the value of money that we have of capital. Capital now, and this opportunity cost probably will be 20 double in assets and a profit. So
you have another investment, right?
Yes.
So that alternative is quite right? So an asset, this gets a certain amount, right? That is considered to be as if it's 4% if you buy a flat, but we not choosing to buy a flat, we're choosing something else, right? So we compare to where invest our money, and we know this is stable opportunity. So, but why it's such an opportunity cost? What the cost is? Because if we invest, if we buy a flat, if we invest in other something, we can generate the profit. But why talking about cost? Why we don't say profits or some
maybe
clear thing?
It's cost of our money in the future, like future value money.
It's simpler a bit. It's costs of taking this decision we are talking about. We sacrifice something else. Okay?
Yeah.
We sacrifice profits that we won't receive if we make this decision. Okay? So the profit lost that we don't receive, it's the cost for this exact project.
Okay.
So, like, for example, we are opening up cafeterias, and quite simple business, quite evident, that quite understandable business, right? We have thousands, millions of cafeterias all around. We all can understand how it works, right? So it depends on location. We can guess what generally the profit would be. We say, let it be 4%, right? So we're taking of opening some unique cafeteria or something. So we know that generally in this exact place we are investing, and we can focus some profit in there. But if we would invest in the other areas, in the center of the city or something, we know that we would generate 4%. By taking this exact decision, this location, we are sacrificing the known pretty so we then need to understand that this exact decision should be better than the other one, because we're sacrificing the quite evident thing, right? But opportunity cost is how principal should the CFO determine the cost capital in the principal, and if it's not a private person but the big investor, the corporate company with C4, there could be two approaches. One approach is still the same, so he knows there are typical projects like that, and that's just another project, quite comparable with the others. He can calculate opportunity cost, say, oh, this is better or not, right? That's another approach. But what if we don't have alternatives? We can derive this similar project, and that is something innovative. Then we cannot really recognize opportunity. We can use another approach. Then C4 should consider he doesn't have this other things to come here. Right? Then he can use another approach. And here we really come to the cost of capital, direct definition. So what would be the cost of capital you need to consider for the project with evidence? Cost of
similar to we
have basis population, right? Yes. If we take from third sides, we expect to pay them interest back, right?
Yeah.
If we take from our investors, what do you expect to pay them?
Dividends in the future.
Dividends, but dividends we may pay or not pay. It's up to the decision, right?
Yeah.
Decision based on what?
On our future profit.
On the basically on the past profit, just past and last year, we see it and say so much profit we generate, right? So we share it, we put it back in business, or we take it, right? So, but for future, yes, unexpected profit. So, what do these kind of lenders, naming our investors, expect from us? Back, not dividends, but rather
Part of profits.
Profit in return, right? Just exactly the profit in return, right?
Okay.
So this is the cost of our investors. How much in percent we pay back profit over what they invested? How much we promise? You see, and that's very, very expensive. Because banks take less risks. They want less interest back than investors would request profit. Earnings over the investment. It's much higher requirement, right? So then CFO of big corporate company would take either this approach or that approach, and the second one is more affordable, more available for corporate companies because they know from the past they obtain a lot of this banking and lending partners, right? They know how much they pay for interest, and they know the expectations of shareholders in general, right? They know how much they must promise to profit. They have their plans for the future, so they can base on that. Okay, clear, right?
Yeah.
And add a risk extra on that and some administrative factors, whatever. So may not be possible to base your assumptions on opportunity cost. Or may not be reasonable. Okay, good. It's sound to be quite short and okay, simple task, but we have a lot of things to think about that, right? Then task number 5.
Okay, it's some theory for task number 5.
Okay, I hope you can all calculate. Just take your 1 minute and calculate and put in chat your answers, please.
I will share this.
Yes, thank you so much, Olga.
And do I have to just pronounce my answer or?
No, just thank you very much for sharing. Just everybody put in chat your answers, the calculations. I think everybody. Number 4, here we are.
Number 5.
Number 5, but the previous slide, it's your solution, right?
No, previous slide is from the lecture is just.
Yes, just a copy. So I hope everybody have this slide. So let's stick on the task itself. And what is the answer?
Okay, so I can answer this question.
Just okay, you all doing that? Okay. Put your solutions in chat and let's see whether we have different. Okay. Only Aliyah? Okay. Gleb, what did you write? The task 5? Why you have different solution to Aliyah? Gleb, what do you think about Aliyah's solution? Why you have different?
I guess because I a little bit misunderstand the capital gain, because I calculated it like the dividends compare the plus the difference between prices of the stock divided by the initial price of the stock, and that's why I have.
Okay, but now you agree with Aliyah, or?
Yeah, I understand
Okay.
that the capital gain is something different.
Okay. Okay, good. So everybody understand how it works? Then let's move to number 6.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So here also, please try to solve that and write in chat. If somebody ready to share your screen, please feel free to tell us that you want to share instead of writing in chat. Asilbek, did you do it right now, or did you prepare it at home?
I just prepare it.
Oh,
great.
You're just too shy. You're just too shy. Ah, okay. That's why you didn't volunteer. So, yes, okay, let's wait another couple of minutes. Return on investment, Asilbek, return on investment, it should be in percent. Okay, so.
Got it.
Just continue your calcs. In percent or just share. So always when we talk about financial evaluations, financial solutions, we need value and some comparison, right? Percent or just a share of something in something. Otherwise, I generate $600 of return. Is it good? Is it bad? Nobody knows. Only when you compare returns with investment, then you can say how positive your return is. So guys, anybody else? Navy, how about you? Are you lost or are you okay? You're trying to calculate?
Oh no, like I said, I haven't done this task only.
Yeah, we are all doing it now.
Oh, you're doing well now. Okay.
We're all doing it now. Of course, nobody volunteered and like said they didn't prepare.
Okay.
You're all working together. The whole lesson. Just do it together. 1 minute more. Just try to make your own calculation and compare with Asilbek what he said. So maybe Daniil Mikhalchenko, are you with us?
Yes, I am here.
Maybe you can comment. Did you do this exercise? No? Can you share your solution?
Yes, I'm writing chat. 1 minute.
Can you show up with your camera and maybe share the screen? That would be really nice.
Okay, so I can stop my.
Yeah, just a second. I will ask him first if he can.
Okay.
Daniil, how about you? Can you share the screen?
I'm from telephone, so I can write on the chat.
Can you? Okay, please, guys. You're supposed to be next time all in computers. If you are just with telephone, I cannot consider your full participation. Who else? Yulia Starozhenko, how about you?
So my answer is 3,314. In the first step,
can you share your solution with us?
Just I did it in another device, so I can just read it by steps.
Can you upload it somehow, screenshot?
Yes, just a minute.
But are you not in computer? Or you can make
iPad.
a photo and just share with us or upload.
Yes, I will upload it in a minute. Just a minute.
Okay. Can you show up with camera or it's not possible?
Truly speaking, it's not convenient, but okay, just a minute.
Okay, guys, please, I kindly ask you next time, make all the lessons convenient, not only for me, but for you as well. Yulia?
Yes, I will upload it.
Thanks. So Asselbeck, you finally got 3.4 as the most other students. So Julia, I don't see anything uploaded by you. Have you done already? No?
Yes.
I just don't see anything from you.
Sorry.
Okay, it's too long. Sorry. You have basically something different from Asselbeck and others. So okay. Oh, I see. Great. We all see. So dividends, yield, capital gain. How you comment that? I don't see.
Just here are only calculations. So in the first step, it was a total cost of the purchase. Then just total sale, and then total return.
So where is the return on investment?
3,300 and
no, as I just said, we need a percent because I don't understand 300, 3,000. What is that basically? And 427, what is that?
It was
basically when calculating in values, Asselbeck had 660. You have 3,000. You have difference in even just return, the value of return.
It was in the test that she received 427 in dividends.
So have you got the return in percent?
Not yet.
Okay, but again, the logic of your solution, okay, what is difference from Asselbeck solution?
So the first step was the same. Then just I took 148. And then the third step was the same, but we have different second steps.
So who is right?
I'm not sure with my solution.
Okay, Asylbek, maybe you can comment. Do you understand what?
Yes. I
okay,
think she just had another numbers of stocks, because if I at first step buy 120 stocks, then I sell. I couldn't sell more than 120 stocks.
I can't. Do you see? Do you see, Julia, what we're talking about?
Yes, but so we purchased 120 stocks, and then we sell it $148 per stock.
Yes.
And so in the second step,
how many stocks we sold?
I got it. So I found the mistake.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Asylbek. Great job. So let's move forward to number 7.
Okay.
Oh, that is my lovely Espinosa, Miss Espinosa. I think we just need to discuss it. So that's a quick task. Navy, maybe I think I will ask you, please, your opinion. I think we can raise some philosophical discussion.
First, I have to read this. Maximum shadow value type depends on investment. Now is wants to save for the future, but for stockholders, scaled quantities, which be especially want to take commercial passengers into space. This investment payoff is many years away. Assume it has a positive NPV. Mr. Lee, explain why this also makes sense for Espinosa.
So we're talking about the big project, some airspace project, long term, many years, right? Some commercial. Yeah. So for Mr. Lewis, it's evident he's working in this corporation. He must prove that it will be profit on somewhere in long future. Right? But Mrs. Espinosa probably doesn't have such a long story because she's retired. Probably she will not stay till to that long time. So why is she still interested? So this project doesn't bring profit so far. So Mrs. Espinosa doesn't get her dividends so far.
Well, it sounds like for me that she has already retired and now she depends on her investment for her income. The pro is a project where she wants to invest. It takes some amount of time, right? And because of that, it wouldn't make sense, because I think maybe she's too old. I mean, for example, in my case, I invested in stocks when I was 20. It would make sense more for me to invest in shares or companies or project, which may take, especially for shares or ETFs, you take 10, 20, 50 years time. But in her case, I think because the short of amount of time and this one payment.
If I ask you, would you feel pity that you didn't invest in Uber 10 years ago?
Yes, I know what you want to say. Right, in this case, of course.
Probably you feel pity, right?
Yeah. But it depends on how many years she thinks she has time left. You know, I mean.
But what about you? Why would you? Why are you probably complaining that you didn't make that? Uber is still not generating profit.
Yeah,
why would you say that? Huh? Because you can do what? How else can you generate profit if dividends are not paid?
If dividends are not paid, then you could trade, kind of.
Yes, Asselberg, please help us to earn money.
So if we invest in some company and NPV is positively, we can make money not only with dividends, but we can purchase stocks at some price lower than we sell it.
Mm-hmm. Then we can expect to sell. So we believe in market price rise, right? Like venture capitalists. And that's very important thing here. So we can play, we can have at least two strategies when investing in stock markets, right? First of all, we can expect that we will resell, and that is like venture capitalist behavior. We invest in smaller, we really foresee a very prosperous future. So some innovative technology that is like well commercialized, that you can expect it's rapidly rising, like 5G or something, right? So that even not yet generating profit, but the more and more people recognize that's a valuable investment, the market prices will rise dramatically, right? Very soon. That's why when you resell at the later stages, you still get your profit, like we did in the previous exercise, right? Even with no profit. But that's a risky behavior. The higher uncertainty, higher risk, higher expectations, higher payback, you win it, right? But that's an aggressive kind of investment, which is typical for venture capitalists again. But could be conservative. If she is more conservative, and then I would agree with Navy. If she would be more conservative person, not trusting in new technologies, saying, oh, I don't know about all these internet things, it's not about me, right? She would probably invest in which types of companies? Navy, help me. Just naming the companies and why she could probably invest in them. If not,
what if she doesn't believe in technology or doesn't know anything about them?
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe,
then, as you said, she wanted to have a dividends, right?
Yeah, if she wanted her dividends, then she would spend her money for typical stocks like maybe Procter & Gamble or so.
Absolutely, that is the name exactly I wanted from you. Like we had the same name in mind.
Also stuff like commodities, you know.
FMCG, Pepsi Cola, something from where she can get enough probability, looking back in the financial statement, looking back in the major features, that if the company would continue the same business, right, the same good practices, and she would look into they paid dividends, they didn't change their business model, so they can trust what was before. She look in the past. Okay, so guys, we're looking in the past, in the present, or in the future. When we are making decisions about buying the stocks, we can play on the more conservative way. We're playing on what happened in the past. So we're talking about dividends and profit, which is something from the past, right? All the profits are a result of past calculations, right? When we are talking about future, we may pray in the future profits based on the past, but we may pray in the something brand new, and then we pray for reselling the stocks that will jump up really higher. You see, so we're more about future focus or past focus in our strategy of investment. Conservative or more aggressive, more risky. Okay, thank you so much. So next one, we already finishing. Okay, yes, we need to finish, but the last one really brief.
I'm sorry, I have to go now because I have some stuff to do. Can anyone else share their screen?
Yes, thank you very much, Olga. You were so helpful, and I hope you understand what we need for next time, right? For next time, you continue. So just let me, the number 8 was about the agency conflict, right?
Yes.
But nobody volunteered to comment from the examples. So probably, okay, let's leave it let's leave it. We discussed this quite a lot. If you still have questions about agency conflicts, we'll come back next tutorial and give you questions. We'll talk about it again. So what I want from you, just Olga, can you wait just a couple of minutes? I share.
I have 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay. Okay. I just want to share really briefly the table that I recommend you for your work. Just for your project works. And that is, you see, what I ask you to do. So next tutorial, just take the tutorial and do, I will put this description, what I'm saying now, I'll put the description in our group chat. Just first of all, try to find the proper formulas in your lectures and get the answers by calculation, you know, on piece of paper, whatever, it's up to you. But for your project work, I recommend you to start constructing these kind of tables, okay? Not just give the final answer, but for decision making in corporate finance and everywhere, we really need, we don't need complex formulas. We need understanding and communication with the with managers. So we need really to construct this kind of tables by year, because we're really interested in each cash flow per year. If we have different cash flow per year, in this simple exercise of tutorial 2, we have like very simple approaches, no difference between years, right? But try to construct this. So put discounting factor year by year, okay? Just calculate how it's, in formula, you'll put multiplicator, okay? Степень, so возводим в степень. In here, we just put here, then you need another discounting factor for next period. It's the previous multiplied by the same formula. Then again here, previous multiplied by the same, so 6 or 8 times, so you can see evidently which discounting factor you have. And then you can simply change here for the task or whatever you change your percent and you have the model, okay? So try to compose with your group matters this way. So do it by formula and start to do this for yourself. I will not be checking. I just recommend you to like double check that, to open up your solutions in terms of on later stages. You will add here your incoming flow, your payments and so on. Okay, so that will become more complicated. But we start from these simple exercises to construct this. All right.
Okay, it's clear. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Olga. Really great thanks to you for your assistance. I appreciate you. Okay, guys, I stay here. If any questions, or comments, or you can go, or you can ask me questions. I'll be here for 5 minutes.
Okay, then thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
So for the next task, we have to do tutorial 2 and 3, and also this kind of
for tutorial 2 and for 3, like advised by the lecturer in lectures, to construct a table, comparison table.
I have one from Germany because I kind of had a similar course like that. Can I show you this one? And maybe I will use this.
Excuse me, I didn't get what you want to show me.
I have a kind of calculator from another course which I had in Germany, because I'm from Germany, and I have kind of done the same stuff here, which we are doing now. And can I use this calculator?
No, yeah, of course you can use in your group work. It's absolutely, it's great that you have that.
Ask you if this calculator is this one what you actually want. So I would like to send you this, and maybe you could tell me, oh, this is right.
Oh, you know what? Let's do different. Let's give you a floor next time, so you can show us your workings, if you wanna. Okay, because again, I just step by step I show you this, like how you can construct that in Excel, so it becomes a communicative. Okay. At this stage, at this point, you just can put your discounting percents, and this from the tutorial number 2, these simple tasks, right? But for your project, you will add more information. You have more complicated calculations.
Okay.
Just the reason is that if you just use the formulas from lectures, you will be applying just a mathematical formula, right? Just take this, divide by that. You must learn it. Yes.
That's right.
But for the project, you must visualize and communicate the whole project, right? Like year by year. That's why don't use functions from Excel. Try to manually enter all the formulas so you can feel the logic.
All right.
Okay. Navi, may I ask you, are you from engineering college there, or
Business informatics from University of Bremen.
Super. Maybe I need to correspond with you. I just now looking for some around Bremen on some German universities that are dealing with robotics and mechatronics. Maybe you can recommend something to me.
No, University Bremen is well known for this robotic stuff, and they have also won many competition in Germany, like automatic robots who can play football or something like that. So yeah, it's well known there.
Yeah, if you can remind something, it comes something to your head, or you can give me some references, I would appreciate if you just briefly write me some links if you think there is something interesting community that working on that has Technopark or something like that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, great. Hope you say all safe. T, questions from your side?
Yeah, and also I'm an exchange student from Germany, so you're talking about robotics. Maybe you can try to have in contact with TUM, that is the Technical University of Munich. They are really good with robotics, and
super. If I can ask you, can you just send me some link? Or the name on link. Oh, that would be great. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, great. So stay safe. See you.
I think there's someone asking something in the chat.
Excuse me?
I think someone asked something.
Asking. Aliyah asking?
In the chat.
Yeah, I see. Okay, Aliyah, are you still here? No? Okay, I'll then.
Yes, I'm here. It is Aliyah.
Okay. Yes, Aliyah, I am trying to write down, but just so a group project, this long one, will be evaluated, yes, per group. But the like tutorials will be considered only for active participation. Okay. So no specific evaluation of the task that we do.
But for example, for the next seminar, we should like prepare the table in the groups.
Yeah, it could be you can do it alone. You can choose the group of 2 or 3 or some other persons not of your group projects. It's up to you. Just so it's easier for you to solve these tasks. If you want to learn yourself, do it yourself. Okay. Just the purpose is that you don't copy from each other. You just do it for learning purposes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Goodbye.
If you didn't do or did mistakes, it's all right. I love mistakes. So we have something to discuss. Okay. Thank you, Aliyah, for your questions.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Так, что?